I swore I'd never get you people together. You guys saw their picture, and you'd still show up to something like this? I have all your pictures on my desk. Hey!
We look better in person. You have to introduce us, Roy.
Roy Button. It was meant with a lot of love. Okay. We ready? For the guy who's turned 40. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. It's the only thing that rhymes with 40.
Just thinking back through the years, a man who was strong, loving, smart, and who cares.
It all started back when we were in high school. You were the one who drove our carpool.
Although we didn't think it was very cool to be driven by an adult, we didn't want you to take it as an insult.
Who could forget those lovely Christmas party invitations and how you helped us out in our celebration?
Who cares if you brought the invitations to be printed at work? You used up all the ink, and your fellow peers thought you were a jerk.
A computer geek you may be, but those newsletters always help me.
On the computer with you, she said she'd be an hour, but she's there long enough to create nuclear power.
You're the best on birthdays, raises, and any special days. Not only because of your charming personality, but because you're the one who always pays.
With you on Halloween night, we never get sick. Big candy bars and Pearl Harbors are your secret trick.
So happy birthday to a man who is over the hill. And, oh yeah, Roy, on your way out, be sure to pay the bill. Susan Colorado, it's very sad. Very sad, but I spent 3.5 hours with Jackie on the phone. And Jackie... Get that phone back. Don't worry, we checked it. Jackie wrote you a nice letter. Now, whew, it's long. It took me a long time. You know, we don't have that hookup yet at the house, Roy. When you're going to be over, it could have been email. So this is from my sister Jackie, who's out in Colorado. We miss very much and wish she was here. Roy, first, I would like to wish you a very happy 40th birthday. I wish I was able to be there to celebrate it with you. I can't believe how time has flown. It seems like just yesterday you were wearing those funny colored shirts, a mustache, driving that beautiful black Saab with the hole in the seat that you so cleverly fixed with a piece of plywood, and working at Raytheon. You were just realizing then that there was more to food than just combining peas, corn, rice, and tortilla chips together and considering it a good dinner. You also have improved on your Halloween trick-or-treating skills. I remember the first time Mom assigned you the job of getting the Halloween candy. We did not think we needed to explain what kind of candy to get, but boy did we laugh when you came home with Taffy and little baby Tootsie Roll. I think if the kids got that candy for Halloween, they would have shown their gratitude with a dozen eggs. I also recall your sleepwalking incidents. For instance, the infamous missing cupcakes. Mom made cupcakes for Emily's class. She made just enough for each student in the class. Wrapped them up and left them on the kitchen counter. When we all got up the next morning, we found 2 cupcake wrappers in the garbage barrel. I think that's when Mom realized if she was going to make something that night for the next day, it needed to be out of reach of any unsuspecting hungry sleepwalkers. I'm even proud of you for the way you handled being constantly around women all of these years. You've actually learned what to say and definitely what not to say. For instance, when I was going to the prom, I went and spent hours at the salon all day getting my hair done. Only to come home to you telling me that my dress was absolutely beautiful, but when was I going to get my hair done? We can talk about the funny times in Bloopers forever, But when I think about you on your 40th birthday, the impressions that sit so permanently in my head are the ones of your generosity, kindness, and loving personality. I actually got the opportunity to commute into work with you for several months. Well, actually, when we would take the train together, I don't know how much talking we did.
Yeah.
I was always using your jacket or shoulder to sleep on. I did not even work as close to as many hours as you did, and by the time I got home, I would be so exhausted, I would not want to do anything except go to bed. It always amazes me how when you get home from work, no matter how busy, tired, or hectic your day has been, you always have time to help all of us with whatever we need help with. Whether it's to help Rocky on the computer, Emily with her homework, Mom with school, or me with one of my many projects. Not only would you help us, you would stay up till 11 or 12 o'clock at night if needed be, and you would get up again at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning to go back to work. And this is very true, this next line. I cannot ever recall you ever saying, I'm too tired, do you think we can work on it another night? You are always there willing to help any of us with whatever it is we need. Think back to when Emily's newest sport was soccer. You volunteered to be the soccer coach. You had no idea about coaching soccer, but Emily wanted to play, and you wanted to be part of it. You got all kinds of books about soccer and read all about it. You spent your spring and fall Saturdays coaching the game, not to mention rushing home from work during the week to coach a practice. And just think now, you are the coach that everyone wants. Some of the kids even insist that they wouldn't play if they didn't have you for a coach. You were so helpful to everyone, whether it's shoving Nani out of her driveway, fixing those broken mailboxes, or being the best host whenever our friends come to visit. You have been a great role model for all of us, Roy. You always take time out of your hectic schedule to remind us how proud you are of all of us. Well, now, I would like to take the time to say that I am the one that is proud of you. You have accomplished more in your 40 years than some do in a lifetime. So I want you to know that I look up to you and I love you very much. Love, Jack.
Here's a story about the first 40 years of Roy Anderson.
Yay!
You just said about Roy.
Yeah.
But we have to do this to you, Roy. This is a book, page by page.
No, 50's not far away.
Thomas, he died when he was 10 days old. And then we had Susan. And Sandy's in New Mexico. She's not here today. And then we had Roy.
Remember, it was one guy. Wait, I just want to make sure we get this straight. It was Ole. And then they decided to go with 3 women.
He broke the cycle. Anyways, I had names picked for all my children before I went to the hospital. But I didn't have a name picked for Roy. I had no idea what I was going to name him. So one day, Roy Richard Anderson was born on October 13, 1958 at 3:15 a.m. He was 21 inches, and he weighed 9 pounds and 2.5 ounces. Whoa. 2.5 ounces. My sister Esther came over to visit me in the hospital, and she stopped at the nursery first to see my baby. What's the matter?
He was in the air.
Huh? Yeah. So my sister Esther came over, and on the carriage, they always have the name Roy Anderson. But my sister came in the room, she said, oh, I like the name you picked for your son. I said, what do you mean? I haven't picked a name yet. She actually says Roy Anderson on the carriage. But anyways, it was a coincidence.
I'm taking notes.
But not very creative.
My mother's maiden name is Roy. And my husband knew somebody that's a doctor that named Roy Nelson, so what better name was that than Roy?
There you go.
So that's how he received his name. Is this how I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, well then about his middle name.
Yeah, how did I get that one?
Where did Richard come from? No one can remember.
just walk by and say,
Is this Richard's room?
Susan, Nancy, and Sandy and I and Dad had a meeting after you had Roy and Bill win.
Was it like a
Roy
vote?
was
Was it
born in the
home?
afternoon. And we came up with all these names that I
Is it Roy?
No, we came up with Richard.
Oh, you did? Well, I didn't know that.
In the hospital.
You were 8, everyone else was 2 and 3. Who ran this meeting? I wonder. They were thrilled about you, Roy.
Let's do it again. Oh, AM, PM, you didn't know.
It was in DM.
My mom.
Okay, the next one, did you want to say this, Dad? Okay,
No.
this is. You said.
That's my quiet side.
This is the story of Roy riding a two-wheeler. Everybody does want to know the story about Roy riding a two-wheeler, and here's a picture that we'll have to show you. This is told by his father. Well, there's really not much to say. I was teaching the kids to ride the bikes down by Yeager's house on Rathmore Willow Drive. Do you remember this distinctly, Roy?
Yeah, he's the rich guy.
Yes. There was Roy, Bill, and a bunch of other kids there. Everybody was taking turns riding the bike. I had to run behind the bike up and down the street. We also ran up and down 5th Street. Mommy said, "You'd better quit before you get sick. You're running too far, too fast or something, right?" I had to keep running behind them. Roy was having his turn and I was running behind him. Then Billy said, Billy, do you remember what you said, Bill?
No.
It was 2 at
We
the
had
time.
it documented. Was he 2
I
at the
don't
time?
know.
You were 3. You were 3. I want to turn 2. If Roy can ride the bike, I can too. So Dad said, okay. Billy was so young that his feet didn't even reach the pedals. I started to run behind Bill with my hand a 1/4 of an inch away from the seat. Billy said, "Don't let go," as he turned around to see what I was holding on to. Billy's last comment was, "Now I can ride as good as Roy." That's the story of how Roy, that's the only thing we can remember about Roy riding a two-wheeler. Billy actually learned to ride it. And there's the picture
There
for
you
you.
go, thank you.
Loud, please. Stop on periods.
That one's gonna get all red circles on it and little.
The kite, as told by me. Dad made this great big kite. It was really a big kite. He was so proud of the big kite. We were all excited because the kite was so big. They decided to fly the kite. We all went to Highland Country Club to fly this kite. It was Roy's turn to hold the string. Roy was holding on to the kite and he took off. Dad had to run after him to pull him down. Is this the end of the story? Actually, the end of the story? All I can remember is the big kite. Yeah, Roy went up with it. We saved him.
That is big.
Did you want to say your other comment a little? I heard that from the side.
It was huge. Well, ever since he's been up in the air, he hasn't come down.
Now, athletics has always been a big part of Roy's life. He was involved in high school hockey, and he played Little League baseball and all that. And certain stories keep coming back year after year after year. One of the stories that keeps coming back relates to golf, of all sports. There are a number of avid golfers on this side of the room. And maybe on that side too, but for sure on this side. So this is entitled The Shot. Have you skipped to 21 yet? Or this is real life. It was a clear summer afternoon on the links of the country club at Wading River. Now you got to remember, Wading River is a small par 3 course. And enough said. As the group proceeded around the course, the conversation turned to the secret of golf. Now this was not a new topic, for many times before members of the entourage thought they had found this elusive secret only to be led down the wrong fairway of hope. Alas, the group moved to the 17th tee. 235 yards of pure green emerald. Proceeded just waiting to tell a secret as yet undiscovered. The senior golfer, who's sitting along the wall over here,
That's him.
proceeded to knock the ball in the short grass a fair distance down the fairway. Then it was the youngster's turn. He disdained his driver for a forward, not wanting to be too bold. As his arms drew back, muscles rippling, the setting sunlight, his jaw tightened. With one fell swoop, his club came through the ball, sending it soaring all the way to the green. High above the green, it was seen clearing the tree line, which bordered the back of the hole. Other enthusiasts awaiting their turn on the 18th tee looked in amazement as the 747 had to veer to avoid the shot. The ball, it is assumed, did come down. Rumors as to its final resting place remain just that. For when last seen, it was heading to the area where all golf balls go to die. But legend has it that this junior golfer, for one brief shining moment, found the secret to golf and hit the shot seen around the world. Thank you.
A set of water skis, and he also gave my sister Nancy, who lives down Cape Cod, a set of water skis. I'm up in Lake Winnipesaukee. So he's really nice in doing that. Whenever we're out in the boat, my son Thomas is on the knee board, and he always tries to do a Roy stunt. And the Roy stunt is, this is the most outstanding wave when you're chasing up to the Mount Washington motor ship, and you wave at the captain, and at the same time take a 360 cartwheel, and the captain shoots at you, and all the people in the boat wave at you as you're going downhill. And then Roy, we always tease all of us in our family about who's the smartest, or all like that, and handsomest, and all like this. He doesn't win all these, but that's okay. He wins the brightest idea of the award, and that is, he doesn't have to buy the boat to go water skiing, because he has skis on my boat and on Nancy's boat. And you can win another award next year, my son Thomas says, as soon as you buy a wakeboard for my boat, and a wakeboard for Nancy's boat, so you can go wakeboarding. That's a good idea. Good luck.
Okay, now we'll hear from the other people in New Hampshire. The young
All right. From the home office in Ware, New Hampshire, comes our top 10 list. Today's category is the top 10 things I've learned from my big brother Roy. Here we go. Number 10, don't play a sport you can lose your teeth in. Number 9, when you do play that sport, make sure mom is not in the stands. Number 8, when choosing a position in a sport, such as baseball, choose a position Coach Hanowich's son does not play. Don't increase your playing time. Number 7, when you are required to sell trinkets for the Booster Club, Roy always told me to find a target audience and sell, sell, sell. By the way, Mom wanted me to ask if anyone needed any ice cream. There you go, you may need. I don't know, but you get one for every member of the family. And it's a good thing that, well, Power didn't come back, that would have been all right, because we still had some candles left over from high school days, too.
I was never very good at that selling thing.
That's why you went to the buying end, right?
But wait a minute. Better than the, at the same year, pretty much, the girls' side of this decided they were going to sell girls' athletic supporters. They wanted to be a girls' athletic supporter, was what they were selling in these things.
That's good.
Number 6, in high school, dating a girl who has a license and drives a van is not a bad idea. Number 5, when driving Nancy and Rick's new mopeds, avoid sand. Number 4, find out what box Roy brings to the Yankee swap at Christmas before you end up with a head.
I had.
Go ahead, yeah. You heard him right.
Glass head.
Yeah, I got that.
You got that.
Number 3, beards never really should have been in style.
Sorry, Vaughn.
Sorry about that. Number 2, but it looks good on you.
Good recovery, good recovery.
Jeffy's not gonna let me.
Number 2, make sure to tell my DM that I do not want a 40th birthday party. And the number 1 thing I've learned from my brother Roy, 2 words, life insurance. Happy birthday.
Learn the chorus after we sing them on, so we can all like join in with the chorus. So we'll start. Okay, ready?
It's sung to the song of It's My Party.
In case you didn't recognize it.
That's right.
Daddy.
Roy was 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. Roy was born in 58 to Herbert and Eva Anderson. Oh, what a perfect surprise. It was another son. Roy is 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. As a kid, he played baseball, the best catcher on the team. He did gymnastics too. What a little athlete. He's 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. Hockey was his other sport. He'll never forget that time when he was knocked out cold and Grandma almost lost her mind. He's 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. Roy went to college at Bethesda. He was a genius, they say. He received his MBA, which has made him successful today. Roy is 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill.
The original song didn't have this many.
When he saw Pam at the YMCA, he knew that she was the one. With Rocky and Jackie too, he knew that life would be fun. Roy's 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. As if 3 women weren't enough to complete his family. On July 21st he should arrive, the one and only Emily. Cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. Roy now found that life was superb, except for one big problem. 4 girls, and what would you assume? He couldn't use the bathroom. Roy's 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill. Although he's older and soon to be gray, he's still the same funny man. We wish him happy birthday from the entire Anderson clan. Roy's 40 and he'll cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to, cry if he wants to. He's getting old, he's over the hill.
Notice about Roy. He's multi-talented. He's an athlete. He's into everything, right, Roy?
You bet.
And what are we gonna see? His artistic ability now.
Oh, here we go.
A self-portrait.
Tell us about that, Roy.
No, really, look at this. Vaughn's right.
Tell us about that, Roy. Where has it come in the house for years?
Oh, yeah.
I believe, I have absolutely no idea. Where was it done?
Upstairs hallway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, was that in the upstairs hallway?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it was these numbers paintings, and the paintings are real all over the picture. Just do what you can with it, and that's what it came out to, like that. And that was beautiful.
It was a picture of
My mother thought it was beautiful. Yeah, that's it.
It's an antique now.
Ray, I think everybody's spoken, haven't they? Oh no, we have Bill to go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Nancy prepared this sheet that from impressions, newspaper accounts seem to say that Roy is a financial wizard and very good at money. I'm here to tell the rest of the story. Over the years, Roy and I have always tried to figure out how to make $1 million, how to get rich. Many schemes have been tried, but few, actually none, have been successful. Although the theories were sound and the action was always taken, there always seemed to be a problem. Through it all, the important thing was that we always learned a lesson. Now, some of these investment schemes are highly complex and would challenge even a person with a Babson master's degree. I'm going to try to convey the intricate financial details through a few examples. First example, I call the candy bar. The theory is you can get rich by not spending money. The action, pick up a candy bar at the supermarket, put it in your pocket while your mom's not looking. The problem is, someone squeals and spoils the pot. Who would that be, Bill? Okay, the lesson learned is that you should share the loot with your little brother. That's my only prop. Okay. The second financial scheme is the alarm clock. The theory is you can get rich by getting an early start to the day. The action, you buy an alarm clock at a garage sale. Instead of go off at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. The problem is, everybody in the house wakes up except for Roy and Bill. A lesson learned. People get pretty irritated when they wake up early in the morning. Okay, the next one is titled The Record Player. The theory is that you get rich by saving money. The action, Roy puts in about $18 into an envelope and Bill throws in about $2. And we hide it in an old record player. The problem, we forgot where we hid the money. And didn't find it for about 5 years. The lesson learned was document how much money you put in the envelope, because 5 years later, I insist that I put in $10. And she believes me.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Ironically, that was the best investment we ever made.
You ever made.
Okay, the next scheme I call the boomerang. The theory is you can get rich by learning a skill and practicing that skill over and over again until you're the best in the world. The action is ask for a boomerang as a Christmas gift, unwrap it, and immediately go outside and start to become an expert. The problem is the very first throw booms, but it doesn't ring. Lesson learned, don't make your first throw over a swamp. Okay, the next theory is the baseball career. The theory is you can get rich by being a Major League Baseball player. The action, practice hitting baseballs and playing catch with your younger brother. The problem, Roy decides he'd rather play with a girl at the end of the street than play catch with me. Roy decides he'd rather skip the final game of the Little League Championships in order to hang around girls on a junior highway trip. The lesson learned, baseball ain't that great. Okay, the final one, and our most unsuccessful one, the real estate career.
Oh.
The theory is you can get rich by buying and selling real estate. The action is buy over $1 million in real estate, sometimes sight unseen. Often with no money down or with borrowed money, and then refuse to sell when the value soars at the market peak. Also, it's important to be compassionate with tenants when they don't have money, and understanding when they damage your property. The problem, I refer you to the action that we took. $1 million, we didn't sell at the peak, and we didn't realize that you were supposed to buy low and sell high. The lesson learned is you have to know when to finish and go on. And with that, I'm done.
Now we'll hear
So,
from.
And there's only 1 year difference between Roy and Bill.
Great, and now would you like to give us a few words?
Oh.
Very good, Roy.
Sure. Let's start with Ole. Nice. Hi, Joel. How are you? Oh, you know, I've got some really good stories to tell about these fine people. But I'll wait until their birthday party.
Oh.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate this very, very much.
Boy,